Tell me your scary doll story. It's not necessarily related to the actual toy, but when I was little, I had a really nice modern dollhouse that consisted of room cubes you could stack in different arrangements. Just looked it up and it was the Laura Ashley set like this one. I had multiple room cubes like in the picture, so I could stack it taller than myself at the time. I am autistic and never actually played dolls with the house. I spent more time rearranging the cubes and furniture than anything. My room as a kid always felt off. I never felt comfortable in there, and it was the center of family ghost stories dating back before I was even born. Both of my older sisters had had the room before me and hated it so much that they moved into the loft space of the house. There was nothing really wrong with it. It got direct sunlight, had two large windows. The walls were sage green, and my mom decorated it with a fairy theme. It just always felt cold and suffocating. Back to the dollhouse. I had it stacked tall and therefore couldn't see behind it as I was sitting on the floor. I all of a sudden just felt this really foreboding presence on the other side of the dollhouse, just like a sense that someone had entered my space. I was too scared to look up and see if there was someone standing there looking down at me from over the dollhouse, so I kind of put my head into the kitchen cube to look through the window. What I saw through the window was a child's hand in the bottom part of a red tan blue plaid dress. The child's hand was either black or biracial in skin tone. My family is white. From the orientation, she indeed would have been standing on the other side of the dollhouse looking down at me from over the top of it. I remember just feeling completely frozen. I didn't want to look up and see her. For some reason, I just did not want to see her face. So I closed my eyes and literally backed out of my room. As soon as I was in the hallway, I bolted straight to my mom, who just said, "Saw something, didn't you? If you don't want to see them anymore, you don't have to." So that day, I made the decision not to see them anymore. I don't know how, it just kind of stopped happening.